shove them down her mouth if she even
She
tries
did say to
hit
me, she said, what's a good punishment for him?
To play a game that's rigged that I'm set up to lose in?
Yeah, but when the loser has a punishment.
Of a game that she's a champion in?
Yeah.
That's stupid. No, the punishment will be me smacking her,
do you know what
putting her face in a bowl of pudding and holding it until I see bubbles come up.
Do you know what my punishment was?
What?
I had to smoke out of a bong that had old bong water.
The only person that I should have to do it, that's like Muhammad Ali saying, hey, man, come do this show for me. Do me this favor. And at the end of the show, we're going to box. But if I beat your ass, you have to eat horse shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking dumb.
I know, man. I know.
We can talk about it on the podcast if you want.
It's her, you know.
I'll shit all over her podcast.
What's going on back there today, fellas? You moved all the stuff up.
Yo, these headphones belong to like my grandpa in 1986, bro. What the hell? They're all stretched out. No, they're fine, dude. Seriously, it was just funny to me. They felt and looked like they're from 87. It's all good.
I think those are one of the newer ones too.
Yeah,
we actually those ones that Josh has on, we have other ones of those, and we just put new ear cushions on.
Yeah, these
them.
feel really new and ear cushiony.
They do. And Gage sounds like he's at the Greek Theater doing a sound test, and I'm sitting in the back. That sounds cool. All right, are you ready?
We're ready.
Are you dudes ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you dude ready?
I'm ready, man.
El Güey is ready. Soy listo.
Soy listo.
El Güey, the dude.
Bueno.
Come on, man. You know the dude.
It is Prinze and the Wolf.
Wolf and the Prinze.
Josh Wolf.
Kelsey Cook can go to hell. Straight up.
Wow. Not even your name.
Straight up.
Oh, man. All right.
We're dealing with this now.
All right. Let's get into it.
So you want to just...
Kelsey Cook is a very funny comedian.
She's really funny.
She's very funny. She's been on Control Chaos a few times. She has a podcast called Wrists of Fury, where you play foosball against her. She is a legitimate foosball champion. She has
champion.
Actual trophies.
Yeah, it's a
her mom and
generational
dad
thing.
are in the Foosball Hall of Fame. No joke. I have been on the podcast, and she skunked me. She played... And she said, so what happens is she plays you straight up one time, and then she plays you handicapped. And she goes, how do you want me to be handicapped? And I said, I want you dressed like a pirate. So I made her put an eye patch on and have a hook on one hand. And she still skunked me.
Of course. She's a pro.
So
how do the rules work? You do the podcast. You guys tell some stories.
No, it's all foosball.
And, okay, so you play foosball whilst telling stories.
While talking, yeah.
And then what happens at the end of this?
Well, here's the deal. If you beat her... she has to do something embarrassing
that you pick out. Professional world champion.
That you pick out. But if she beats you while handicapped,
you mean when she beats you while handicapped?
While handicapped, you have to do something embarrassing. Now I had to smoke weed out of a bong that old bong water, which to me is just called Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like I do that.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take it for ice cream.
Is that your weed? Okay, great. So I'm just smoking weed out of a bong. Is that what you're telling me?
But great punishment.
Jeff Dye had to eat a dog treat.
Yeah, I saw his.
Yeah. So she texted me because you've agreed to do the pod.
No. She said asking
what, and you said yes, and I told her yes.
Oh, I said yes, and what?
And I'm not eating any dog treats.
Yeah.
So she said to me, what's a good punishment for Freddie?
What's a good punishment? What kind of stupid ass question is that?
I sent one in. I gave her one.
Listen very carefully.
I sent one in that I thought was super specific.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I don't give a shit what you sent her. Let me tell you straight up. How you going to ask me for a favor to do your podcast where you're a world champion in this game?
Yes.
And then when you whip my ass in this game, I have to get punished? What if Mike Tyson had a podcast and was like, hey, man, come do my podcast. And then at the end of it, we're going to box around. And if you lose, I'm going to kick you in your nuts. Yeah. Like, that's a horse shit show.
Yeah, but it's entertaining for the people watching. Not so great for the person who's on it.
Really bad for every guest that's ever been on the show, except you, because you just got to smoke pot.
Yeah.
So my punishment should be I get to play a video game.
Yeah.
I get to play Call of Duty if I lose.
That's not the good punishment.
What do you mean? You got to get high.
Yeah, but it was old bong water, man.
So I'll play an old Xbox.
No, not the same.
I'll play an Atari.
No.
And I'll play Combat.
No.
And that's exactly the same thing. Ask anybody.
I sent her in a punishment that I thought was good.
Here's how the show has to work.
Okay.
Listen, Kelsey, let me tell you how your show has to work.
Okay. By the way, everybody, this is a really entertaining show, and it's so fun
really
to watch people really think that they're going to beat her.
I will say this. Jeff knew he had no shot.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy 2 episodes ago that was kind of like, I don't remember his name, but he was like, no, I'll show you what I got.
Yeah.
And he got just goose egg.
I lost in record time.
Yeah.
I think I lost faster than anybody has ever lost.
Yeah, but your son beats you up.
Yeah. I don't really, I'm going to tell you honestly.
Can someone post some footage of Jacob whipping Josh's ass, please?
But that was in the
Facebook.
boxing ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is foosball.
No, just generally. It's
Oh, God. Yeah. That's true. Here's what I'm going to tell you for truth. I'm glad I'm not good at foosball. You know why?
By the way, I used to protect those dorks from getting shit kicked out of them.
Let me tell you why I'm glad I'm not good at foosball. If I was good at foosball, that means I would have had to spend a lot of time in my life playing foosball.
Yeah, you would have been shitty at baseball.
That means I would have had to do something that I can't think of anything. I can't.
The only way you're good at foosball is if you went to college.
Dude,
if you went to college and then got into show business, that's super funny to me. And I guess that's a punishment.
But I went
for
to
you
college.
And then got into show business. That's your punishment.
I know.
Wasted all that time.
My thing is this:
4 years of being funny for no money.
If you're good at foosball, that means you've wasted a lot of time practicing foosball.
And it means you were single for way longer than you
So
wanted
joke
to be.
is on you. Even if you're good at that game, joke is on you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That means you spent time getting good at that.
That's why I can't talk too much trash to people who aren't good at a video game versus when they play me, because then they're like, bro, you're good at this. I'm like, yeah, I was really sick in high school. They're like, dude, I was having sex.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That is really
So I don't talk shit.
Yeah.
Unless it's important to you. But no, she has to do a punishment, win or lose. I don't care what the punishment is, but how am I going to get punished for doing her a favor?
Well, I'll tell you what.
What kind of shit is that?
I am going to send her your phone number.
You have to come to the episode because there has to be a witness of how this bullshit goes down when the cameras aren't rolling.
I think it'll be good for you guys to talk about as she's beating the shit out of you in foosball.
It's not going to be a negotiation. I'm telling you right now, if there's any punishment for me for losing to a professional at their sport,
Yeah.
then nuts are getting kicked. Left
Why
and right.
are you trying to infuse logic into podcast?
I have to. Someone has to. Look.
By the way, I just want to tell you
all
something.
you comics are running rampant with your podcast and touring all over the damn country and not being available to hang out with your bros on weekends. Fucking Toledo.
That felt personal. Personal, by the way. That felt personal.
That's a generality.
Yeah.
It's hard to get to know you motherfuckers. You already get all kinds of freedom.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want in your damn podcast.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon does weird shit on his Tonight Show now where you have to play these games that you're probably going to suck.
You're not
ass
calling him a
at.
comedian, though, right?
Yeah, I'm calling him a comedian. He made me laugh and break character on SNL when I hosted it. The motherfucker makes me laugh.
Definitely a funny guy, not a comedian.
Makes me laugh, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's how y'all, when they say like, well, what was that?
Yeah.
The doctor in the OJ trial, the Asian one, he goes, I don't know, you all look alike to me. All you comics are the same. If you make me laugh, you're a motherfucking comedian. If you don't, then you're an actor. This is the way it goes.
Freddie.
But no, I'm not doing a punishment for helping someone out and then losing in a professional thing that they're a professional at. That's bullshit.
I got to tell you, the argument is really logical, and I don't think it matters.
None of you jerks care about logic.
No.
None of you.
Not even a little.
None of you.
No, not at all. That's like people who come to comedy shows and they fact check your jokes. That was actually on Friday the 4th. Fuck you. Fuck, eat my dick. All right? Fuck. It's got nothing. You can't fact check. We're not into logic.
That happens on Twitter more than the clubs.
Oh my
I love when comics
God.
tweet something and then someone goes, actually.
Hey, don't fact check the jokes, dickwad. Dude, I have to tell you.
By the way, Freddie Prinze.
Josh Wolf, I have some great West Palm Beach stories. First one. I was talking about, it's Rosh Hashanah. It's a Jew, right? So I was saying how
I kind of cut you off, and so your sentence said it's Rosh Hashanah, it's a Jew. But
yeah,
it
is a Jew. And so 4 quick little tidbits from West Palm Beach.
You have to make it quick.
Well, I'm gonna.
All right.
This one was and guys, I'm gonna tell you straight up as a comic, straight up, you're gonna hate to hear this. Straight up, the most disruptive people at comedy clubs they're not dudes.
No.
They're not young women. They're not women of color.
It's not young women?
No, it is drunk white women over the age of 40 who have a little bit of money. You motherfuckers are the most disruptive because let me tell you something right now. You can't be told anything. You can't, as soon as a bouncer comes over, we were just laughing. You can't talk to me. You won't let somebody have the last word. You won't let the comic tell you to quiet down. You drunk white women over the age of 40 with money, when you get together, you are the most annoying. You ask any fucking worse than a bachelorette party. You're worse than people who have dicks on their heads. Get your fucking shit together. Holy shit, there were these two women right up front. And right when I stood up there, I'm like, oh, I know this is going to be a problem. I know it is. They were sitting there. They were making comments after every joke that the first two, everything they said, they would make a true or false or not funny or funny comment. And when I got up there, I said something about Rosh Hashanah. And I was making a joke, and I said something about, and she said, actually, Sabbath is on Friday, Shabbat, and Rosh Hashanah. I go, yeah, no, I fucking get it. It's a joke. You going to fact check everything? And she said, yeah. And this is when I know there's going to be a problem. If I say something to you, that should end it. You're going to fact check everything?
You should clap back.
Just say nothing. If you talk back, what that means to me is you're the person you're getting the last word. And guess what? That doesn't work here at this.
Not with you.
Nope.
You cut a promo last year on a woman over 40 who was white and her friends, and I just kind of let you go, and I'm going to let you do it again.
Let me tell you something right now.
Because they are I haven't heard about these women in a long time from you. Last year, I think it maybe takes a year for it to bubble over.
It is embarrassing for you guys. You should be embarrassed about how you behave in public and how you think that you're the only table at the fucking club.
A lot of Desperate Housewife fans out there.
When you're talking to each other, when you're high-fiving, when you're taking pictures with each other, you're disrupting other people's shows. These two women, because I talked to them and I told them, hey, I'm not having you talk or the whole show. I'm not having you say something after every joke. You're ruining the show for other people. Got up and left. You thin-skinned and motherfuckers. But first of all, they cannot take being talked to. I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying all women over the age of 40. I'm saying white women with money over the age of 40 who just have never been spoken to in a certain way and feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want. Hey, I'm talking to you. Get your shit together and blend in.
I have been going to comedy clubs since I was 11 years old. In the 80s, I saw many of these women. They were very quiet. They were great audience members. They were equal audience members to everyone else. And then the Desperate Housewives of every city in America came out. And women who genuinely relate to those types of women are the exact women you're talking about. I'm telling you, that behavior is so rampant on those types of shows. And reality TV in general has destroyed society way more than social media ever could touch. But that has entitled and made that behavior right and correct because they see people being successful and getting more famous based off that behavior. So they give 0 Fs. I'm so glad they left. I hope you got at least 10 free minutes of material after they left.
No, I don't talk about them at all. I don't acknowledge them at all. Once they leave, they're gone. I don't even worry about it.
You're a better man than me.
I don't want it to drag down the show. But I will tell you something, man. It is universal across the board. You ask a comic. I should just say for my shows. There might be some shows that don't get this demographic.
I think Jeff Dye gets that demographic.
Jeff definitely does. But I'm just saying. Now, besides that, West Palm Beach was amazing. Freddie, 2 things I got to tell you.
What?
Thursday night, I'm walking back from the club. And West Palm Beach is great club, great spot, but around it, I guess, is tough neighborhoods. And the guy goes, hey, on the way back to the hotel, walking back to the hotel, if you see 2 or 3 11-year-olds on bikes, get the fuck out of there. And I was like, why? And he said, there's been gangs of like 11 and 12-year-olds on like Huffies.
BMXs, yeah.
No, those tiny little bikes. Yeah.
Yeah, like a BMX.
Hitting people with metal pipes. And
holy shit.
I was like, hey, I will fuck an 11-year-old up.
Your kid beat you up.
Let me tell you something right now. Here's what I would do. I would grab one of those little motherfuckers and just use him to hit the other kids. And then
Are you sure this is how it would go down?
Let me ask you a question.
You'd be like Daniel LaRusso running through the park.
No,
and all those guys dressed up like
dude.
skeletons running you down. You get to the fence of your hotel and they'd be like, come here, little wolf.
But
throw you on the ground, take all your money,
Freddie,
all your pot.
you know what the deal is. I'm not outrunning. If it's me running, this is lasting 2.7 seconds.
Bro, they got pipes. You think you're just going to catch the pipe?
I got my guitar. I'm taking
your guitar? You're not the honky-tonk man, bro. What hurts more, a lead pipe or a guitar?
Yeah, but the pipe is big. The guitar's longer. I have longer arms. I'm taking one of those motherfuckers out. I'm grabbing the pipe, and then I'm throwing him like the Hulk at one of his friends.
You just used the fact that the guitar is longer and will take more time to get to you than a pipe would take to get.
Not an 11-year-old. I'm fucking an 11-year-old up.
They have experience in this, clearly.
I'm fucking an 11-year-old
It's not like they're failing on a weekly basis.
I am fucking an 11-year-old up. And then
There's some rough kids outside this neighborhood.
Well, I'm not fucking an 11-year-old from L.A., but maybe from West Palm Beach. You know what I mean? Straight off of the
our West Coast thugs are no joke.
Yeah, man.
Those kids keep their chin tucked.
This kid
I've
has
seen their World Star videos. They're bouncing around like they've had training. I'm like,
these 11-year-olds in West Palm, they haven't even been bar mitzvahed yet. Like, I feel good about knocking the shit out of them.
They're listening to Beastie Boys while they try to rob you.
Dude, I will fuck an 11-year-old up right now.
Maybe on the East Coast, but not on the West Coast.
You know what?
No Vegas 11. You ain't messing up an 11-year-old from Vegas.
I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Any 11-year-old in the world, step up. I got you.
All right, can I pick a town?
You can pick any single 11-year-old in the world.
East St. Louis.
Bring him.
You're okay.
I just get one 11-year-old, right? Not all of them.
He's going to fucking shoot you. You'll be the 8th comic he's killed already.
It can't be
he's got 9 tattoos of teardrops going down his cheek.
Can't be bringing a gun because obviously that's not a fight. That's one person shooting another
You give me puberty and they'll whip your ass.
Well,
you give me 12 years old.
We didn't say puberty. We said 11.
You give me, but I'm saying puberty and a 12-year-old kid could whip your ass.
I say puberty and that could possibly happen too because I'm just not as quick as I used to be. But I say 11.
Hey man, we
I'm
might both lose
picking that motherfucker up and I am throwing him somewhere.
Does he have a pipe and you don't? Because in this real scenario, they have pipes and you don't.
But I had a guitar.
In a case that's going to take you 6 minutes to swing at
No.
Because you're high on edibles, Josh.
I was carrying the guitar over my shoulder. Like I was dragging it behind me like the Warriors.
How high were you, Warrior?
11-year-olds come out to play.
That's why they ran.
And I was dragging my guitar with me.
11-year-olds
come out to play.
That's kind of El Mariachi. That could scare him a little bit.
Oh.
You just open your guitar case, pull out 2 machine guns.
Oh, and I had a puppet Elmo. He was talking to him the whole time. Come here, 11-year-olds. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, if you just act crazy, I guess that would work.
You know what? I've always thought about that. If I was going to get in a fight, the first thing I would do, and I knew I was going to lose and it was going to be bad, is I would shit myself and I would just put shit on my hands.
What?
Yeah, because here's the deal. You may beat the shit out of me, but you're going to get shit on yourself.
Why? Why would you do that?
Well, because I'm going to lose, but you're going to lose too.
Now you have shit all over.
Yeah, but I'm already.
And you got beat up.
It doesn't matter. It's my shit.
Are you sure? I feel like you might feel differently after this happened.
No. I wouldn't.
To be beat up and then wake up and have shit all over you?
Yeah, but
or to be beat up and wake up and be like, man, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. But also knowing, that dude tasted my shit would be
How do you know he tasted it? Why would he lick you after he beat you up?
Because I have shit on my hands.
He's going to beat you up with his lips?
I'm touching your face.
What? You could hardly touch your son in a boxing match.
I'm throwing.
Josh,
when you get close, I'm throwing feces at you.
You landed like 3 of 40.
But here's the deal, Freddie.
Josh, that was your kid.
But you and I are this close together, right?
Right.
Okay. You know what? I may not be good at throwing punches. You know what I'm good at?
But what if he is what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you
gotta
get close enough to me to hit me with a punch. If I can't hit you with a handful of shit and you're 1.5 foot away from me, I never played baseball before.
You played baseball, yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm going to hit you square in the face with a pile of doo-doo. And then if you still want to fight, we'll fight.
It doesn't throw like a ball, though. What if when you throw it, it just kind of like whoop and goes through the fingers and doesn't have the distance you think it's going to have?
I don't need a whole lot of distance.
All I'm saying is what happens if you miss? Then what?
Well, I took my shot. Shoot or shoot, man. You know what I mean? I don't mind if I miss. I'm just saying shoot or shoot.
Touche, my friend.
Okay,
Touché.
so
you win that fight.
Yeah.
No, 10 times out of 10, you win that fight. I tried to debate you. You won the debate. I concede.
Yeah,
you win that fight every time. 10 out of 10. Guaranteed. Should I film it and bet money on it? I'll give you 100 to 1 odds. He whips through your ass.
Here's one thing, Freddie. I will tell you.
Get him, Josh.
As soon as I hit someone in the face with feces, I don't have any doubt that I'm going to get beat up more.
They might react and freeze up. It gives you a chance
to run.
Okay, then I'll get him from the side.
Yeah,
then I'll have doo-doo on me.
Yeah, I'm not, by the way.
I'll just film.
I'm not against running. You know that, right?
What about a kick to the balls? Are you against that?
Kicking someone in the balls?
Yeah.
No, I would probably feces your face, kick you in the nuts,
then run.
And then do a quick jab to your throat. So you can't breathe for a second.
Lace up the Pumas and haul ass.
Oh, yeah. Pumas are laced up already, man.
Yeah, I like that technique.
By the way, guys, it's why I don't wear flip-flops.
Ever.
You never know if you're going to have to run.
That's right.
And have you seen someone run in flip-flops?
Josh won't poop till the end of the day just in case he needs that poop in an emergency.
In a fight. Yeah. It's true. And sometimes if I got to poop in the morning, I don't flush it. I just hold on to it.
I'm going to throw up. Don't do that. I'm going to throw up. That's too gross. Don't make it too gross.
Oh, I forgot.
Don't make it too gross. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm very conservative with my grossness.
And by the way, here's something you're going to love.
Oh, great.
Also in West Palm Beach, there was a guy up front who was probably 6'4", 4 Hondo. Loud, obnoxious the whole show.
There ain't much you can do about that, though.
Hard for, and he kept saying, I'm twice as big as any bouncer. Bring him over. And he was screaming things out like,
I love Florida.
Dude, he was screaming things out like, bring one of them here. What are they going to do? Right? And I was thinking,
even if you knock me out, you can't drag me out of here.
I was thinking that is actually an astute observation.
Yeah, bro.
A young buck, dude. Young kid, 22, 180, but it built 180. And I'm having a conversation with this dude, and he's just not quieting down. Dude walks up, all confidence, no backup. He's in the front row, so everybody can see it.
Dude, I love this guy.
Walks right over, and he goes, hey, you got to go right now. You're out. And the guy, as soon as he was confronted by a really confident kid, dude was confident, his whole demeanor changed. What'd I do? I'm just talking. The guy goes, hey, I'm not talking to you about this anymore. You're up right now. Get out of here.
And this was someone in the crowd or someone from the club?
Bouncer.
Wow, dude. Bouncer. I know a few bouncers, like famous ones from Miami. They're so gangster with this. Dude,
this guy was by himself. Yeah. He was easily.
And training jujitsu 5 days a week. I guarantee you, dude.
My man, this was a 6'3", 6'4", 400-pound.
These jujitsu dudes don't care. And I'm telling you, and he's jacked.
Walked right up, total confidence, and goes, you got to go. Guy stood up. And here's how confident he was. He didn't even walk behind him. He walked in front of him the whole way.
Yeah.
Got him outside. And he was
Game
like,
over, dude.
You're not coming back in.
Game over. I'm telling you, man. Those Florida bouncers are real. Because they have to deal with crazy Florida man. Remember the team of our XFL team, Florida man.
Yeah.
Because they're a special kind of man. The bouncers out there have to be a special kind of bouncer. He's still a pro wrestler, but former WWE superstar, MVP. He's a good friend of mine, and he was a famous Miami bouncer. And the stories he's told me about having to put it on dudes. Now, he was a big boy. So he had that plus the look of like, yo, I don't care if you're bigger than me. I promise you, this is it. This is it. You can walk out or I'm going to carry you out.
Yeah.
And I really don't care which one. Now, when I say that's not scary, because you just nod your head. You're like, yeah, when he says it, even though he'd be telling the story, you'd be like, hey, man, we're good. We're good. Like, it's just a different kind of mentality. It's like a lion in the jungle that just looks at you and you're like, we're good. I don't need to go on a safari. National Geographic's good.
He was so,
telling you,
he was so confident.
They have to be ready to fight all the time. Think about that. What's your job? I have to be ready to fight for 8 hours. Think about that. Yeah, the highs and lows of adrenaline, it's just, and then relaxed. And it's up and relaxed. You have to be Jedi to be a great bouncer.
Yeah.
Man. The Florida man is no joke. To bounce him is 6'4", 400 pounds.
Massive. And he was so mad at me that I wasn't carrying a 4X t-shirt.
Dude.
He goes, why don't you have 4X? I'm like,
that.
What?
Well, you discriminated against him. That I'm with him. By the way, my bro, I've told you about my buddy Brian Hurry before from Las Vegas. He is one of those bigger, no joke kind of guys. I told this story, I think, once before. Sarah's the first time I took her to Vegas. We're dancing at the club. I got some champagne at our table. This buff Asian dude walks up. He sits down at our table and tries to drink our champagne. And my buddy Brian, super polite, but he's 6'5". Back then was about 240. all muscle, and used to train with Duke and Rick Rufus before Duke and Rick hated each other and moved away, which is the Rick Rufus was a heavyweight kickboxing champion. Duke Rufus obviously trains all those guys in Milwaukee.
Duke Rufus is one of the all-time names.
Both those names would whip 90% of the people on planet Earth's ass probably still today.
Yeah.
But anyway, he goes, hey, man, that's not your table. That's not your champagne. I got to ask you to leave. This guy stands up, and he's a big Asian. He's about 5'11". He goes, fuck you. And my boy Brian, with a left hand of justice, just whap. And this guy just goes whoop, horizontal and down. The giant bouncer, his name's Joe. He's a Puerto Rican guy. He said hey to me when I came in. He's like giving me Puerto Rican love, right? And he runs up to my guy, Brian, as I'm running up to like diffuse everything. And he runs up, stops in front of Brian. He goes, bro, can I bring you some ice? Are you okay? And I literally was like, dude just scared a bouncer into submission. I've never seen that. That's how hard my man hits. He open hand slapped a guy unconscious one time.
That's embarrassing.
The guy smacked his wife's ass. It was just the wrong.
Oh, you told me that.
Wrong wife to smack.
Yo, I gotta tell you something. When you see online, have you seen those slap contests?
Oh yeah. The Russian guy always wins. The Russian guy always wins.
Because he's got a head the size of Rhode Island.
Of a granite stone.
And his hand is all meat, no fingers.
Yeah, because he's doing manual labor since birth.
You know how they have like fingers that are as long as one knuckle?
No, their hands,
whole hand is like it's like
their
a hand.
hands look like a waffle with like half a Italian sausage on the top of each little part. It doesn't look like a hand.
No room in between any of the fingers.
There's no webbing.
No,
it's just meat.
It's just meat.
Yeah, it's like getting hit with a fist. Yeah, that's why they win.
Yeah, they can't even make a fist because they don't have fingers that can bend.
It's like a sumo. I bet a sumo wrestler would be ill in those fights.
But how are you gonna knock that dude out?
You don't. The sumo guy's going to win. Telling you, dude, their neck, you're not going to twist their neck a millimeter.
Yeah.
A millimeter. The biggest, buffest Russian dude will open hand slap a sumo guy and he'd be like, I don't know how you say that's it in Japanese, but he'd be like, arigato. Wapow! Good night. Telling you, dude.
That slap is
the slap's a part of their sport.
Way back here, too. You can hear it coming. You can hear the and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that's the thing. How do you not pull back?
No, you see it. You're
How
like,
do you not pull back? My trained reaction is to roll under that bitch and get you with a liver shot.
I guess you just got to clench your jaw.
There's no way I'm doing that. There's no way. And there's no way I'm doing a humiliation on Kelsey's thing. Fuck that. You comics want to humiliate yourselves? Knock yourself out. Be funny. Be funny, Mr. Court Jester. I ain't doing that shit.
Well, maybe what she'll have you do is something nice.
You know what? Here's I get to pick the handicap?
Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't get to have players on her poles. That's the handicap.
I don't know that you can do that.
Yeah, you can. You just take the rod out, you slide them right off.
But then it's not really foosball.
The only way I can lose is if I score on myself, which is possible because I haven't done it since I kept you fuckers from getting the shit kicked out of you by the football assholes at La Cueva High School, 1993-94 season, state champs. Fuck those guys.
Wow.
Yeah. I protected these dorks. Now I'm going to take a punishment from them?
No, because but you're not, because it's
Who looked out for you all these years, Kelsey Cook?
Yeah, but Kelsey
Who's been getting your fucking back when you're at these tournaments and keeping all these people from
going? She didn't go to your high school.
Yeah, but in Portland, where the tournaments were, who stood outside and kept all those assholes from coming in and beating your asses? Me.
Yeah, but
I saved your father.
But her parents are in the Hall of Fame. Like
there's a reason because they're alive because of dudes like me.
They're revered by their community and their
not the whole community. Shit, I'm a gamer. I'm revered in the gamer community. There's a lot of people on earth that don't revere gamers at all.
I saw Ad Astra yesterday.
Is it good?
2 days ago. 2 days ago.
I heard it's Latin for Ed Asner. I don't know what comic tweeted that. Someone tweeted that. I was like, yeah, that's funny.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. As usual, I went in with zero expectations.
How high?
Zero high.
Zero high? You didn't like it.
It's Beth's birthday.
You didn't like it.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I loved everything except for the ending.
Oh. Well, that could kind of kill it.
Without giving away too much.
Yeah, you can't be super careful. Someone might be a huge rap hit fan.
I'll tell you what my problem with the ending was. The resolution happened too quickly.
Okay. How long is the movie?
I don't know. Felt like 2 hours, maybe a little more. 2 hours felt like, actually.
Man, it felt rushed in a 2 hour.
The resolution.
Way long.
The resolution. The buildup was great. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. if it wasn't Brad Pitt or a handful of 5 other guys,
Yeah.
would have been tough to watch. But he's so watchable.
So it's not that good.
It's great visually. Do you like space shit?
Yeah, but I can see that in video games. That's where they get their ideas from nowadays anyway.
Yeah,
so I don't need to see that shit.
The resolution was, it was so quick.
Look, man, it's tough for me to sit in a movie that's longer than 2 hours. I
Yeah.
feel like if you can't tell a story in 2 hours, you either better find a long version and do it to be continued or find a different story. Like, I'm just not going to be compelled to watch something for that friggin' long.
Yeah.
Maybe in my 20s when my back didn't hurt, but nowadays it's like, man, come on, wrap this shit up.
It's tough, man.
It's tough. So once you say it's over 2 hours and then the resolution felt rushed, I'm like, damn, how long did it take to tell the story and get in fucking space?
You know what? Half the movie, I think people are just thinking, damn, Brad Pitt's still good looking.
Is Ed Asner even in it?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Just for the movie, they changed the name of Neptune to Ed Asner.
Nice.
So you just have to suspend disbelief. When people go, there's Ed Asner out in the sky.
It's Neptune, really.
It's Neptune. Yeah.
That's cool though, man.
Yeah, yeah. And but there are a list of guys that if they're in a movie, like there was a movie called Albino Alligator. Years ago.
Sure. I remember that movie.
That movie,
Matt Dillon.
if you recast that, that's an unwatchable movie. But
yes,
but those people,
but they got the right cast, so it gets made. But there's a lot of movies like that, I think.
So, but like Brad Pitt's one of those guys that like, okay, for me, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was the same. If it wasn't Pitt and DiCaprio, it was a movie about nothing. If it wasn't Pitt and DiCaprio, because every scene was a crusher.
Yeah.
It's just the story was non-existent.
Yeah.
But if you lifted every scene is an acting class scene. Every scene is like, oh, I can't wait to do that scene.
You know, this will go way against the grain, but the movie I always kind of felt, not all the way that with, but just on the casting thing was Heat. Now,
Yeah.
I love Heat, and every scene is an acting lesson. But that build up to see those two actors together to do that scene,
Yeah.
I was just like, okay. And you
Yeah.
put a different line that was better in the trailer
Yeah.
that made me excited to watch this when
Yeah.
he hesitates, even though he says, I will not hesitate. Not for a second. And then
Yeah.
the movie, it's a different line. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck you. But I still love that movie, and I'll watch that gunfight scene till the day I die. But that movie kind of did that to me. I want to switch gears real quick because I want to tell you the funniest thing I've ever done in a video game.
Oh, I'm excited to hear this.
Okay.
What video game you playing?
I started playing Sea of Thieves again, thanks to these 3 professional wrestlers. Baron Corbin from the WWE, who just won King of the Ring. He plays a bad guy, such an asshole, and I really love him. Tyler Breeze, aka Prince Pretty. He would literally walk out to the ring taking like selfies of himself in NXT. He's just such a gangster, fuck you, I hate you kind of gimmick. And AEW Sean Spears, the perfect 10, right? So they had never played, and I basically had to one-man a galleon with them, but I had so much fun doing it that I started playing again, and I'm going to start streaming a lot. I'm getting my multi-stream stuff hooked up so people can hear all the voices. Right now I can still just solo. So I'm soloing. I'm in this one-person sloop. I've told you about this before.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. I go out there. I see another sloop. He has his
Is
flat.
that Salt and Pepper song?
No, that's shoot.
Oh.
Shoot.
Got it.
I'm like, sloop is
Sloop
sloop.
it.
So that's me. I'm slooping it up. And I see another sloop. And I'm like, man, I hope he's going to be cool. And they have an emote that you can see on the screen when somebody else does. It says, we're friendly. Or it says, prepare for death or whatever pirate thing you want to say. We're friendly. Still don't trust him. Dude has a gunpowder barrel in his hands. There's 2 of them on the boat. It's just me. He jumps in the water. I'm like, these assholes. His buddy jumps in the water.
What does that mean if they're going to jump in the water?
It means they're coming to kill me.
Okay.
And take the shit off my boat.
Can they catapult themselves onto your boat? They got to
They
swim
can
over.
shoot out of a cannon, but they're not good enough. They're
Okay.
just being dicks, and they're picking on a one-man boat.
But is it easy to kill people once they get in the water?
They're slower, and I have a pistol. Okay, but if I shoot the barrel, my boat's going to get jacked up too because they're really close. It's a gunpowder barrel.
Okay.
But I'm like, the hell with. They're going to kill me. I might as well kill them too. So I shoot the guy with the barrel. It blows up. My ship gets 5 freaking holes in it. I don't have any wood on me. My boat sinks. Their boat doesn't sink because it was a little further away. And I'm having to watch this happen. So I run back, and I have a snake in a basket on my ship. Now, you have to catch animals on certain islands for certain quests and bring them to other islands. They need chickens or pigs. And I have these snakes that I had on the shore, right? And if you get close to them, they spit venom in your face. And so you have to play them a song to put them to sleep, like the indie, like, but you're playing on an old pirate instrument. They go to sleep for about 30 seconds, about 20 seconds. So while these assholes are dead and their boat's still there, put the snake to sleep, swim it over to the top of the ladder, right? So right when they get up on the boat, there'll be a snake. I have a gunpowder barrel that I was going to bring onto my boat that I just found on the island. All my stuff's behind a rock, right? So I get this snake on there, and I grab a snake, I put it on the other side, right? I get the gunpowder barrel, and I run up. And this is all, they're having to reload their guys, right? And when they reload, they'll spawn on their ship. I climb up their little mast, I get to the top, I put the gunpowder barrel down, and I just wait, right? And these guys come up, and both of them come up. One guy goes up to the top of his boat, and he goes, fuck, and I can hear him.
A snake bit him.
It spit at him.
Spit at him, yeah.
And he goes, that fucker put cobras on our fucking ship. So I'm already laughing, but I got my microphone muted, right? So his buddy goes,
so does he die when the cobra spits in his face?
No, but you lose health, right? So now these are new players, okay? They're just new players being dicks. Neither one knows to play music, right? And so
why you gotta play music?
It puts the snake to sleep.
Got it.
Neither of them know how to do it. So the other guy comes up, I'm watching him, and he goes, go to the other side of the boat. You got to pick him up. Just throw him in the ocean. So he goes to pick it up. It spits in his face. He goes, oh, God. He goes, it fucking spit on my face. He goes, just shoot it, man. Just shoot it. And I'm dying because nobody knows. All you got to do is play the accordion and they'll go to sleep. Now I'm sitting up top with a gunpowder barrel, right?
Oh, my God.
So I just go, I turn my mic back on, and in full pirate voice, I go, fuck you fuckers! And I jump up. The barrel's lit, and I sacrifice myself, blow up their ship, kill them. We all respawn on this ghost ship, so now they have to see me and deal with me talking shit, and I'm like, fuck you, little bitch. I'm going in on him. I'm like, thought you were going to come and murk me? You didn't get a fucking thing off my boat. Take your punk ass out of here. And they're like, hey, man, fuck you. My gong rings. I get out. My boats respawn somewhere else. Theirs respawn. Took my shit back there, got my shit, went home. Sold.
That is hilarious.
So it's made me want to start live streaming again because there's been bad stuff, too. I had like a ship with probably 12 different items on it, all to sell, make gold. All of a sudden, this stupid skeleton pirate ship comes up out of the middle of the water. It's just a computer-generated bad guy, shoots the hell out of me. My boat sinks, and I lose all that shit. I'm like, well, that was an hour of my life, fucking wasted.
Yeah.
And those will be funny streams, too. But the stuff like that, like I literally heard a guy go, I fucking spit in my face.
I love that. Were you laughing?
Oh, I was dying. I had to mute the microphone, or they would have known I was on their ship.
That
I was
is so
dying,
funny,
bro.
man.
It's a really fun game. I'd stopped playing it for a while because that Red Dead Redemption 2 game
But the
came
shit
out.
talking is so fun.
Dude, these open sandbox style games where you just go in and it's free for all. You can be nice or be a dick. It's just your morality when there's no accountability present is sort of your gamer self.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It can be frustrating as hell because sometimes you're just like, dude, I just got on my ship. There's 4 of you. There's 1 of me. You're just going to blow me. Yeah, you're going to blow me up. Thanks, dicks.
Dude.
But there's other times where it's amazing.
Do you know, by the way, I was going to tell you, you know who I saw on my plane ride back to LA this weekend?
Who?
One of my favorite all-time comics.
Who?
The best insult guy I've ever seen. I would put him up against anybody.
Well, Don Rickles is the king.
Yeah,
of insult
right
comedy.
now alive, I would put him up against anybody.
Who?
DL Hughley. Did
Oh,
you ever watch
shit.
DL on Comic View? BET?
No, I've
He
seen
used
all
to-
his specials though.
Okay, so he used to host Comic View, and he would stand up there, and his whole opening is he would just go in on fools.
Yeah.
Yo, nobody, and I mean nobody I've ever heard as funny off the top. Look,
No,
Jeff
he can talk
Ross is
shit.
super funny, but Jeff Ross has a Rolodex of about 100 things. So if you see him enough times, you're going to see a lot of the same jokes.
No, DL will go streets on you and bring up like the worst, most insecure things about you
Dude,
and then annihilate
He's
you
going to
with
look right at you. This is what he would do. He would look right at him and just fucking whatever you were wearing,
it. You're dead.
you're done.
You're dead.
Dunsky. And I told him, I said, hey, I just want you to know, you're one, and it's true, you're one of 3 people. And I forget what order he was, where I was like, I got to do this for a living.
I cooked fried chicken on Kelly and when she was looking for a host.
Yeah.
And he was the host that day and he doesn't eat fried chicken. Do you know he ate your boys?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, you know who else was up for that role? Scott Wolf.
Was he?
Yeah, but Seacrest kind of hard to beat Seacrest.
I guess. I've never been a big Seacrest.
Yeah, but he's perfect for that. And you know what? He doesn't get enough credit for how funny he is. That guy's actually...
Is he?
Yeah, man. But you know what I think? When you,
I've never laughed at something he's tried.
He's kind of funny. He's a little
feels
corny.
Like, he feels
has
like when
to be
Dwight
corny.
Howard came to LA the first time.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, everybody.
He's
forced.
I think he's calmed down a lot. But
I don't watch it.
And he's not as corny. And he has to be corny.
DL would have been better.
Yo, DL.
DL would have told America what's up every morning.
But he wouldn't have been able to be DL.
What's it? Yeah, he would have.
And by the way, when I say
he would have got fired.
When I say Ryan is corny, I know like somebody has like
but
has to
usually
take
you're
these
in
jobs.
your 50s when you're corny.
But
like,
he's making so much dough.
You don't want to go in there when you're young and be like, yeah, I need more dough.
He's making so much dough, and
but
I
he
think
already was.
I know he's not corny. Look, I know he's not corny when the cameras are off. I know he's a funny guy.
All right.
I do know for a fact he's a funny guy.
We'll agree to disagree. We both know him off camera.
Yeah. I've never known him business wise. I've seen him.
No, I've
at
known
a couple
him
of parties.
wise.
Yeah, a couple of parties.
Personal way.
And maybe he was fucked up, and that's why he was funny.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. Now listen, man.
I know he cheated on my god sister.
Who's your god sister?
His ex.
Which one?
And I said this to him on the air on the radio a long time ago.
Which one of his? Doesn't he have like 8 million?
Yeah, this is a long time ago. I don't know how funny he was then, Josh.
You know, he doesn't sound funny. I'll tell you what, that motherfucker. I do feel confident talking. No, actually, I don't feel confident talking shit about Ryan Seacrest. He's small, but that dude's in great shape.
Okay.
I think he'd outwork me.
You could take him.
Yeah.
Those guys don't like to get hit in the face.
I like my shot against Seacrest.
Most people on TV don't like to get hit in the face.
Hey, you know who else?
I don't know why I do. I'm just an idiot.
I don't like being hit in the face either.
Okay, most people don't. There's other people that are stupid like me that say good shot. Because I want to encourage you to do the move that fucking worked. I legit said good shot. Like I wasn't ready for that, and I won't be the next time either. So do it again. Is basically what that says.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Make believe people. So wait, like people that have been in movies, characters. They can be kickboxers, whatever. What make believe fight two fictional characters?
Okay.
Would you want to see most of all?
Okay, so it's total pretend. It doesn't matter if the people doing the character knew karate or not.
No,
because the character we're assuming is an expert for the sake of debate.
Yes.
Okay. The first one's pretty easy, and he's probably the weakest martial artist out of all of them.
You can add boxers in there too, make-believe boxers.
Okay, this will be that.
Okay.
But the first one has to be the one, I'm just clarifying, in the movie, they're an expert even if they're not in real life.
Yes.
Frank Dukes in Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh.
That's my first one.
Come on.
Who he goes up against is even easier.
All right.
Because my son is named after the man, Rocky Balboa.
Oh, really?
Frank Dukes versus Rocky Balboa.
You know who I want to see?
That's my fight. What's your fight?
I want to see, and this is, it's one of those questions that, for me, right when I said it out loud, I'm like, oh, I know this one.
Well, yeah, I did too. What is it?
I want to see Rocky.
Yeah. Wait, from which one? I want Rocky when he was like shred sauce Rocky, like Rocky 4.
Yeah, Rocky 4.
Against Ivan Drago, whereas not puffy muscles, the Shred Rock Johnson muscles.
I want Rocky versus The Rock from Walking Tall.
What?
Those two guys are just gonna stand.
With the 2x4?
No, he doesn't. It's in the ring, so he doesn't get a 2x4.
Okay, that's the only way he beat Rocky.
Those two dudes are gonna stand in the middle of the fucking ring,
not a jab. Thrown.
Just throw from back here. There's no finesse in that fight, and you know what? Neither one of them can really ever get hurt. That's the best part.
They both can take massive
always
damage.
Get up.
Although Rocky takes more physical.
Yes.
So if it goes to the scorecards, judges score blood.
But
Rock might win.
Here's the thing. 100%, no matter what happens, at 9, they're both getting up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. That's money. That's money.
9, both of them are like, oh, they fucking pull you under there, pulling themselves up for. Oh my god!
So my 3 favorite fighting games of all time are Ring King, which was this really old Nintendo game, which was an amazing boxing game. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's probably everybody's number 1. And Fight Night Champion. I sent you a video last night.
Great.
Of
I don't know what game that's from, but great.
It's Fight Night Champion. It's one of the best. It still holds up graphics wise to this day. I designed a fighter to look exactly like the comedian Theo Von.
He does.
He totally does.
Pretty great.
I even gave him like Theo Von swag, and he's got moves and
mullet.
Dancing. I gave him a mullet. I put Von VON on his trunks. But in the game, they don't have that. They only had Von VAUGHN.
Yeah.
So and he's from Tokyo, Japan, because they didn't have New Orleans.
Close Tokyo. Close.
Hey man, I figured he'd be way down with Asian culture.
Yeah,
so
international.
that's why I made him from there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna live stream his entire career from his first fight until he's a champion. I'm gonna live stream the whole thing.
I love it.
And that's gonna be his pro boxing debut. And I even gave him the LSU colors on his trunk.
You should get Theo to do a couple snippets for you that you can play.
Should.
Yeah.
Called the Golden Clavicles, baby.
Yeah. You should have him voice a couple of things.
I'll
Maybe he'll
ask
do
him
that.
too.
Yeah.
I'll ask him too.
I have to tell you, man, like when I'm in the hotel rooms, I'll like deep dive for a weekend into certain genres.
On Instagram and shit?
No. Netflix movies.
Oh, okay.
And I recently saw this Jake Gyllenhaal movie. I think it was called Southpaw.
Yes.
You know the big problem I had with that movie is he didn't look like he knew how to fight.
Okay, this is weird because you're not wrong, and that's why I feel the movie kind of died the way it did.
And it goes back to actually, Freddie, something you and I have talked about, where if the character in the movie is athletic or a superhero or somebody, you know what I mean?
He's athletic.
Right. But you have to be able to do what I told you that Robert De Niro, I think it was Killing Him Softly or whatever. If you can't throw a baseball, I don't care how good you can act.
Yeah.
You can't play a catcher for the Yankees. I forget if that was the name of the movie.
Look, you're not wrong.
Right.
You want Superman to be buff. You want your heroes to look like I get it. You're not wrong. Southpaw's tricky. Like, I respect that dude's acting.
Me too.
Okay? I think he's really solid. But there's not a delicate way to say it. Like, that was the worst boxing I've ever seen on camera.
But do you think it's because
I've seen every boxing
he put too much into the way he looked and not the way he
just
fought?
doesn't know how to box.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone can do it. And it came out so close to Creed. And you see someone like Michael who just gets it and his body's fluid and he looks loose and it looks natural. And then you see someone who's really tight in their shoulders and like, who taught you? Like, do they not tell you to relax your shoulders? If you're tight in the neck, you get knocked out. Like, that's rule 1.
Yeah.
It's intense, but it's tense, but it's intense, but not tense.
Yeah.
That's the message. Intense, but not tense. Meaning your mental and your spirit is intense, but your body's relaxed.
It's funny. My baseball coach used to say, hurry up, but take your time.
But you want the body relaxed.
Yeah.
That's why drunk people don't get hurt in car accidents. Their body's relaxed. That's why the guy that goes, oh shit, and tightens up, they break their neck. Like, boxers have to stay relaxed. George Foreman would equate it to a paper bag. Blow air into a paper bag and hold it tight and let someone hit it. It's going to pop. But if you hold it loosely, when they hit it, it just deflates and it doesn't pop. He said, that's what you have to be in boxing. You have to be relaxed on a body shot. You have to be, although that seems weird to me, you have to be relaxed. You can't be tense when you're hit or you take more damage. And it makes you look slow. And that was the problem with like, his acting's dope. Like, when his old lady gets it like that, I'm sitting there going, oh God, why? But the moment he starts training, I was out. Like, I checked out.
Dude, by the way.
It's hard. It's hard to do, man. It's hard to do.
To me, still, my favorite movie of his ever, Donnie Darko.
I thought his performance in Nightcrawler was cooler.
Great. But the movie Donnie Darko.
Darko's a better movie than Nightcrawler.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So fucking
Patrick
good.
Swayze was money in that too.
Oh my God.
The Swayze.
So, no Swayze, no Wazy. You know what I mean? That's
He would have been great, rest in peace, on that new show, the Golden Rhinestones or whatever, the Shimmering Rhinestones.
The Gemstones.
Gemstones.
Yeah.
Swayze would have been great on that show too.
Okay. this will be fun because we'll wrap. I don't know how much time.
Yeah.
How much time? I don't know what time we started or how much.
We got like 8, 9, 10 minutes.
Okay. You know what might be funny? Okay. If we just, because I'm a huge Swayze fan.
Yeah. The Swayze.
If we do our top 4 movies that we think we would have liked to seen Swayze in. Is that possible to do it right now? To put Swayze?
They might not all be great, but we can do it.
To put Swayze,
I got one right now.
To put Swayze in a role right now. Okay. I got number 1. And this is almost heresy for me to say.
I got my number 1.
Or you go.
You go.
I say he plays Kaneki in Grease.
That ain't too shabby, bro. That's good. He could do the hair.
Yeah.
He did it in that one.
And
where
you
he's
know
a bad
he
dad
can
with
dance.
the black shirt.
You know he can dance.
Yeah, and he can sing.
Yeah, man. I was.
Which song did he sing in Dirty Dancing? Was it not Hungry Eyes? He sang the other one, right?
I don't know if he sang.
He sang a song on the soundtrack. 100%.
Oh, I didn't know that.
100%. He even sang. The dude can sing.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I saw Dirty Dancing for the first time a year ago.
Word.
Yeah. A year ago.
You missed out on some sexy Swayze, bro.
Well,
he was super sexy in that.
I had to because I forget, or maybe it was 2 years ago. I forget. I was saying the Dirty Dancing. What was this? I forget what movie I was saying was better than Dirty Dancing, but I remember I had to see it.
You caught heat a long time
ago.
Yeah.
Where I was like, Dirty Dancing is doo-doo stew. Because I watched it and I was like,
it's not doo-doo stew.
It's not, but it doesn't hold up.
He's super sexy.
It doesn't hold up.
Well, he's great in it.
Yeah, man.
Whatever.
Great ass.
He does.
He does.
All right, so
bounce
mine.
A quarter off that motherfucker.
This is going to be heresy too. Okay, this is going to be heresy too, but I still believe in it. John McClane, Die Hard, starring Patrick Swayze. Boom.
Really?
Deal with it.
Tell me, explain me why.
He's buffer. He's more jacked.
Yeah, but does that take away from John McClane being John McClane?
They're going to obviously be different performances.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone was Beverly Hills Cop until he dropped out, and then they cast Eddie Murphy.
Thank God.
So there's going to be a different performance. There's going to be a little more electricity to him, not as much chaos.
Yeah.
Right? Like Bruce Willis is like, it's chaos. And his eyes get really big, the horse eye acting, right?
Yeah.
Like he does that. And Patrick Swayze's more in your face. He's more like chin down. Bruce Willis is more down the nose. Like if you watch Roadhouse, he's always chin down looking up.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is usually looking down his nose at you. So those are different like acting.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, yeah. That's how you like perceive the people in the scenes with you. Like it's a lack of respect. It's a show of respect, right? Like it's just how you choose as an actor to play. Like Don Johnson would always look down the nose. Sylvester Stallone will always look up through the eyes because he's always the underdog. Don Johnson's always like the overdog or the douchebag. So it's just different choices you make as an actor. Little sneaky things
that's
like that.
crazy. I had never.
Or you're Vincent D'Onofrio and you can do everything.
Yeah.
But yes, John McClane, that would be my first one, starring Patrick Swayze. Die Hard, starring Patrick Swayze.
You're ready for this?
What?
Patrick Swayze as the Almighty Thor. Oh, come on. He's got the muscles. He doesn't have the accent, but I don't know why everybody from Asgard has to have a
He doesn't
British.
have to have an accent.
I'm saying. I like Swayze.
Every Roman performance you've seen is English.
I don't know why.
They always have an English accent. They've never had an Italian one, so don't worry about that.
So I'm going with Patrick Swayze.
Hello, I'm Julius Caesar. From Leeds?
Yeah.
Like, the fuck?
Oi!
Oh, yeah. Or
I'm going
Australian.
with Patrick Swayze as Thor.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna steal a little page out of your book and go superhero as well, but I'm gonna go Professor Strange.
Ooh.
Professor Strange starring the Swayze. Professor Swayze.
For me, I want to see him a little dirty, a little like, bad cop, but doing the right thing kind of feel.
With Thor?
No. This is another role. I
Oh.
can't think of the exact, like the perfect movie for like reluctant hero cop, like a role that
There's about 1,000.
Right, the role that like Bruce Willis would play.
Yeah, John motherfucking McClane.
Yeah, but this guy is gonna be like, okay. Wait, I got a better one.
What? Don't scare me.
I forget the name. But did you ever see what was that movie with John Travolta where he played the hero? We played the gangster.
Oh, Get Shorty.
Get Shorty.
That's great. I love that.
So I like Swayze as Get Shorty.
The
as
Italian
Chipotle.
mobster. His name is Chili Palmer. Chili Palmer driving the minivan.
I like Swayze as Chili Palmer.
The minivan. Yeah. I love that. Okay, my next one is super easy. I love fast cars. I love drag racing. I love this movie so much. It's not the best movie, but I loved it so much. And it was great when surround sound first came out, too. It's this movie you just put on just to hear shit go on behind you at your own house instead of a movie theater. And it's Days of Thunder.
Nice.
Starring Patrick Swayze as Cole Trickle. And he would even have an accent that fits a Cole Trickle type of voice.
I've got the final one. Young Patrick Swayze.
Mm-hmm.
Not baby, but not like Outsiders Patrick Swayze.
He could be any age you want him to be.
Patrick Swayze, appropriate age Patrick Swayze, in The Star Is Born. In the shallow. He's going to play Bradley Cooper's role as the aging country star.
Okay.
And he's going to...
He's too sexy for that.
He's going to knock your socks off.
There's too much Swayze for that.
You know what,
He can't be sexier than the star.
But
he's sexier than Lady Gaga.
But so was Bradley Cooper.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, Bradley Cooper.
When he sang, yeah, because you saw the actor's soul.
Dripping.
But Swayze's that when he wakes up. Patrick Swayze's never even been to a hair and makeup trailer in his career.
No.
He never had to.
He doesn't have to.
He's never been touched up after lunch.
No.
He's never needed a powder, bro. You know how much powder guys like Bradley Cooper and I need? A lot.
You know what else I know about Patrick Swayze's?
Never did a sit-up. Got an 8-pack.
His clothes take themselves off.
Yeah.
So crazy.
And they make themselves to fit his body without a tailor.
It's kind of crazy.
Which is why my fourth one, you can cuss me out all you want, but he's too damn handsome. Han Solo.
Great one.
Patrick Swayze as Han
Great one.
Solo.
Great one. By the way.
I love you. I know.
Yeah, great one.
Swayze could nail that line.
Great one. You know the honorable mention, John Travolta's role in Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, you like him in that kind of like tough guy role. I like that too, man. He didn't do enough of those.
No. And
Roadhouse was dope.
So
and he
dope.
did karate.
Come on.
He did karate for no reason. He could have just fought like street fight and beat everyone, but he did karate kicks and chops.
Almost.
He did a chop.
I honestly feel like
with the finger.
I could have just replaced John Travolta in almost every role he's ever done and put Patrick Swayze in there.
Yeah, man.
Because I was thinking John Travolta in Grease. Sure, Swayze could have done that.
I have my honorable mention too, and it was going to be my Han Solo pick when I didn't want to offend anyone, but then I didn't care. Mine would be Kreese from The Karate Kid.
Not Creasy from Man on Fire.
No, Kreese.
Because nobody's replacing Denzel.
The bad guy who founded Cobra Kai.
Oh!
In the original Karate Kid. Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Swayze! Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Swayze! Dance moves will always exist in this dojo, won't they? Yes, Swayze! That's my honorable mention.
Oh my God.
He'd be a good Kreese, John Kreese.
No Swayze. Yes, Swayze. They should change Sensei to Swayze. Oh my God. If that's not happening already.
More than all the other ones.
I love that more than any. No Swayze. Come on right now. Freddie.
Where are you going this weekend?
I am super excited to go. And by the way, today is Beth's birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm super excited to go to Philadelphia this weekend to the Punchline.
Philly,
always a good time, everybody. Cannot wait to get there.
Those crowds will police themselves, bro.
Those crowds are amazing. Let me tell you, there's two cities.
Hey, if you don't shut up during his jokes, I'll kill you. Okay,
there's two cities in this country where I've found you can still say whatever the fuck you want.
You damn right.
And that is Boston and Philadelphia. Nobody gets offended by fucking anything you say in either one of those places.
If you interrupt a comic there, for real, at least in Philly, if you interrupt someone's experience, because I've been in the movies in Philadelphia and someone spent money on a ticket, they didn't want to hear someone else talking during the movie. Yeah. This guy opened his mouth for 1 second. He went, oh, hell. And before he could say no, the other guy goes, one more fucking time and I'm coming back there, I swear to Christ.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, yo, this is going to be the
it's no joke. And you can say anything.
You won't have to throw anyone out that's 6'4", 400.
I don't think so. And I'm looking for Philadelphia crowds are always great, man. And my Saturday Night Late shows, guys, have been getting better and better and weirder and weirder. And when I mean weird, not disruptive, just people there having a good time.
Yeah, man. I see your photos.
Come, Phil. I signed somebody's forehead this week.
Yes, I saw that Instagram photo as well.
I've never signed.
Why do they call it permanent if eventually fades away?
I think I don't have a good answer to that.
I was wondering that.
Yeah. Should we call them?
I mean, I could tweet them. Why you call it permanent if it's not permanent? Nothing lasts forever, right? So why is the word permanent even exist?
Yeah, I mean, we should get it existential. We should have an existential.
Hey, this Friday,
with Sharpie.
1:00-ish p.m. Pacific time. It's another live board game. We're playing a trivia game called Wits End. The cast is Kid Rio. You guys will meet him. He's super funny. Amy Louise Pemberton, who you guys know already. She's British. She's an actress. She's wonderful. You've met her. And the scumbag son of a bitch friend of mine who founded Bunny Ears, the podcast, which you guys should follow or not, Macaulay fucking Culkin.
Yeah, that guy.
Who I guarantee you, shit you not,
cheat?
He's already online looking up all the cards on Wits End to memorize the answers so that he can fucking cheat on Friday.
Can you do that?
He will, because that's how he plays every game on Earth.
How do you memorize that?
So I'm calling this son of a bitch out right now so that when you guys see on Friday, I bust his ass as the cheating son of a bitch he is. I love you, bro. You guys make sure you follow him on social.
And I'll be in
but fuck him, for real, man.
Philadelphia this week. Week after, I am in Albany, and then I'm taking a week off for my birthday. And then week after that, I believe I'm in San Francisco. So comedianjoshwolf.com for tour dates. I'm in Houston coming up in November. I'm all over the place, motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, and our game's on youtube.com/GEGGHEAD. Egghead with a G.
And come out and have some fun. I didn't see Gauge today, so we didn't have him say anything, but Gauge is...
He was making you homemade granola in the kitchen.
I hope so.
While my Gauge is out working for a living.
Your Gauge
is working for a living.
Is stealing hubcaps.
Well, that's work.
Yeah, it's true.
Prinze
and the Wolf. Toy!